Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Global Sports Network Sports Recaps. I'm Cameron Banks.
John Foster.
And we're here to break down some football and some basketball topics for you.
Yeah.
So John, football's back in America, man. What you think about the Hall of Fame game this weekend?
Oh man, well it was great to see football back on TV. I just love it. So we're back in football season. Hall of Fame game kicks it off. Can't wait. This week we get to watch the Texans play my team. Who are you looking forward to seeing?
Man, I'm so excited. I'm ready to see my Steelers, of course. But it was really good to see Lamar Jackson out there, a young rookie guy coming in there, showing off some big plays here and there. Had his first touchdown, got his first interception. Hopefully he rebounds pretty good. And to see him in that Baltimore purple, that's really good to see. About these Hall of Fame inductees, who got inducted this weekend?
Wow, we had all the big guys get in there. And, man, some Ray Lewis and Bobby Beathard. Our guy, Robert Brazil, this guy. Oh, what's the speeches? I must have watched it 4 times, and I'm a crier. I mean, my eyes, I'm tearing. It's terrible. I'm like, boy, but it's good to have those emotions when you watch the speeches, how motivational this is. Just incredible. I would recommend anybody, and like I think Bobby Beathard or somebody talked about it, it's not just football. It's about life. What these guys go through and succeed. It's like a success story. So anybody, even if you don't like sports, you should watch the Hall of Fame. Do it. You'll do yourself a favor and what these guys go through and the people they thank. And it's about the people that got them there. So what did you think?
I agree, man. I have waited my entire life to see that Ray Lewis Hall of Fame speech. I thought it was going to be the most powerful, and Ray did not disappoint. It felt like I was at a church afterwards. Pastor Ray was speaking the truth, man. I was all in the spirit, man. I was ready to hit a lap or something,
Right.
It was really good to see Ray Lewis appreciate everyone around him. Randy Moss, who I've seen my entire life growing up, on the playground, anytime you would catch a ball on somebody, we would say, "You got mossed." It was just one of those things, sort of like the jumper with Jordan. You got the moss, the catch with Randy Moss. It was also really good to see Brian Dawkins for the Philadelphia Eagles. He talked about some of the depression that he had during his time with the NFL. He also talked about encouraging others, and sort of what you said, John, about how he wanted to get every name of the person that helped him out throughout his years stitched into his jacket. I thought that was really important to uplift those that have been there for you the entire time of your career.
Everyone. Robert Brazil was one. I mean, we all expected Ray Lewis to do the Ray Lewis. I mean, nobody, he's a preacher. I mean, Ray Lewis is Ray Lewis. God bless him. He hits it hard. Everybody knew Ray Lewis was coming with the guns, okay? And he blew everybody away. But Robert Brazil, I mean, he had me going. I was, I was on the ground. I mean, Brazil. And to watch, Mr. Doom. Holy mackerel. I was a big Dolphin fan.
Yeah.
But, I mean, when I'm just watching that, now I'm a Texan fan, it's amazing. Watch this guy hit people, and then what do you think of T.O.? But they all embraced him.
Yeah.
What do you think about that? I know how I feel about it. It was good, very good. He should have been there. Hopefully people don't do that in the future. But what do you think about that?
Well, I like Terrell Owens. I know that he did hold his Hall of Fame speech at the University of Chattanooga in Tennessee, his alma mater. And I appreciate Terrell for what he did. He did bring up a lot of things in his speech. He addressed the critics. He addressed his family. Most importantly, at the end of the speech, he asked all of those that were feeling terrible, beat up, bullied, let down, to stand up. And he told them that this is for you. And that really felt good to see somebody like T.O., who was seen as a selfish player, give up such a big moment to be selfless and to embrace his fans and his community. That right there was the main takeaway, and I feel like Terrell could have done that in Canton. But for him to do it in Chattanooga, I think it was just all good the same.
I agree totally. He could have done it there, and all the fraternity that he's now in, they all said, hey, you're here, we're going to embrace you when you come, and T.O., he'll be there, so it's all good. But you're right, Absolutely. They can do it there. Yeah. All right, we're going to roll on.
Okay, we got some basketball topics. So more locally, good old Carmelo Anthony. We've been waiting to see what you're going to do, Carmelo. You've been waived by the Atlanta Hawks. John, what's taking so long on this deal?
That's worrying me. I expected him to be signed last week. So, he was just got his waivers, so he's free now. I don't know. I mean, I got up this morning, I still don't hear anything. I'm getting worried about it. I mean, I really want Carmelo on this team. I think that he'll come up. I know he had 2 good players around him before, but I think it's a better setup with the Rockets. They weren't the second best team in the NBA. We are.
Yeah.
We still are. He needs a sign. We need to get this on. If there's any more delay, I'm getting worried about it, and I really hope he doesn't do that.
Yeah, I think the only doubts I'm seeing on my end is just his lack of defensive efficiency. I know the Rockets are a really great offensive team. I'm not concerned about whether or not he's going to shoot better on this team. He's going to get more looks. They're all about the three-pointers, so I'm not concerned about whether he's going to shoot good percentages either. He's going to get those looks, but can he go on the other end of the floor and be a stopper? Be what Trevor Ariza was, be what Mbah Moute was, and just try to fill in that gap that we've lost from those two guys.
Yeah,
Maybe Carmelo will just look at it as, hey, let's forget about the money. Let's just throw it out the window and let's go get this championship, because that's the main goal for him at this point in his career.
I agree. I hope that's what he's thinking, and he's not looking at more money. He's already receiving a lot of money from 2.54 after they deducted the 2.7 or something. So he's making a lot of money. Why ask for more money? I hope it's not that contract that we just signed with our big guy. And he says, hey, look, he gets more money. That's garbage. You need to play ball. Come on. And there's a time. This is a championship run. We have a championship shot, even against one of the best teams probably in the history of the NBA coming up. So get signed. Hopefully Carmelo gets in there and they can all get on the same page with the coach, and we got something special.
I agree. There's no need to be greedy. So Carmelo, hurry up. We're waiting on you. We've literally cleared space for you. Get it done, Melo, or else.
Come on. All right, Global Sports Network. We're going to see you later. We'll be back.
Take it easy.
Tough Mudders Boot Camp, Houston. Great workout, beginners, intermediate, advanced. You would really enjoy it. Great workout. If you need more information, visit them at toughmuddersbootcamp.com.
Hey guys, welcome back to Global Sports Network, and we're talking baseball, John.
Yes, Astros.
Astros, man.
There you go.
Had a big weekend, that we finally beat the Dodgers again, and we took the series. And next series we have is coming up against Oakland, so we'll see how that all works out.
Yeah. Did you see that second game, how bad we beat them?
Oh, I know.
Man.
Ended up being, 14-0?
I don't know. I'm not into that. I know I was at a bar with people watching, and some people are really into that beatdown. I mean, it's fun, but,
It's always good to be in LA.
It's always good and we're doing it with mostly our farm team, right?
Oh, I know.
We got a lot of guys in there right now.
Finally, I think we just sent Kyle Tucker back down. We just got Jason Marisnik back, and he's already making some plays. But, Altuve starting his rehab, should be back either this next week or the week after. Correa's trying to get back into the thick of it. And then, hopefully, George Springer, that doesn't turn into anything big, hopefully it's just day-to-day, maybe comes back later this week.
Yeah.
But the biggest injury out of the Astros camp would have to be Lance McCullers.
Yes.
Hopefully Lance is still good so we can keep our core pitching group A-OK, ready to go for the playoffs.
Yeah, and he's going to be our main closer. Or not our main closer. We got the new guy coming in. And, who knows what's
the new
going
guy
on with
coming
that.
in, I mean, we'll see how that really goes. I think everyone is still very shocked that the Astros took money over morality with the whole Asuna signing.
What do you think as far as you think it's going to be a locker room problem?
I think he's going to have to come into the locker room, and I think he's going to really have to make his case to the rest of the guys. You have your Correas and your Springers and your Justin Verlander of the everything. And I think your biggest one you're going to have to impress is Justin Verlander. For everything that he stands for, Justin Verlander is still a very moral, stand-up guy. Yeah. And anybody who is bringing that... It's hard to say it's negativity, but anyone bringing that emotion into the locker room is going to be a problem.
Sources say that Correa is going to be the middleman there, trying to bring, first talk to him, get to know him, where he's coming from. You need a middleman to kind of break it in. Yeah, he's a good guy, and of course Verlander, they're going to check it out. I think so. Hopefully we can get through that. And I mean, look at the Yankees. They have Chapman. He's had problems in the past with. Woman abuse, domestic violence, which is terrible. And, that's something that they really, they need to do. And you can't be a bad guy in sports these days and get away with it. Sorry, it won't happen. So I know if he has any more problems, the Astros, that's not even going to be a question, get cut.
Most definitely.
So hopefully, with our injuries, Springer hurt now. Hopefully that's not a bad thing. We have Correa coming back. He should be back today, tomorrow, in the near future, and then Altuve, I don't think he's going to be out for too long. So we're going to be in good shape soon, but we need to get all these guys healthy and going, and the Astros are looking good. I'm excited.
Yep. All right, John, what we got moving on with tennis?
Tennis, oh my. Well, here we go. Andy Murray's, looks like he's trying to get back on top. He's been having a rough time in Washington. He got... it's not a matter of getting hurt, but he's been having these long matches. And people don't realize this. In tennis, the main thing is the Grand Slams, okay? So you have the Australian Grand Slam, then you have Wimbledon, then you have the French Open, and then you have what's coming up, the last Grand Slam of the year, the U.S. Open. So he's getting ready for the U.S. Open, and these tournaments lead up to it. You're kind of gauging how you're playing. People don't realize this. I say practice tournaments. They're not practice tournaments. They do count, but they're practice tournaments. Sorry. So he's going to skip the next one. I think he pulled out of this one here. Serena Williams. She's having some rough times. Who knows? There's a lot. Like I said, practice tournaments leading up. She'll be fine. I don't know the problems there, but she had her worst loss, in her last tournament. So, all right, we're going to move on. Where are we going now?
Taking it on to soccer. And the Houston Dynamo lose again against Kansas City. And, they're just really, really struggling right now. And, the rest of the season, the next game is against LAFC. And hopefully they can turn it around there, but they're really just struggling.
Wow, yeah. So they're struggling. What do you think? They're gonna make it?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
It's not looking great, but hey, the rest of Houston sports is looking a-okay.
Yes, we're good. What a lucky town to live in. I'm happy.
Oh, most definitely.
Basketball, probably the best team in the league.
Right.
We just did it. The Astros are the best team in the baseball, and now our Texans with Watson.
Hopefully they can bring it back.
That we're right there. If we can stay injury free, we got a shot to have three top. We got three top contenders.
I can live with that. Can you?
There you go. Yeah. Good. Well,
all right, guys. Thank you. This has been the sports recap for August 6th. This is Global Sports Network. I'm Alan Teetle.
John Foster. See you soon.
See you guys.